Good morning, Facebook. Listen, today we're going to be cooking something that it's not so fattening. You know, we've all just been eating some really fattening foods lately, so I've got to make some turnip green soup. And most of you, I probably have already eaten this, but this is what I want to do today, and so I'm going to make it. And for those of you who have never had it before, I know it sounds kind of like awful, but it's not. It is so good. And what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I got me some of these sausage right here. I got the mild. And so these are from Hilltop. They're smoked sausage. You people that are in the north that can't get these, y'all use whatever you can find in your sausage area to get these. I'm going to do about this many in mine. I'm going to cut them up in little circles. And I'm fixed to saute them with an onion. So let me cut up some little circles here with them, and we're just gonna cut them up. Y'all, though, the first time I ever heard of this kind of soup, I thought to myself, man, I am not gonna like that. This will be horrible. But it is not. It's so good. Now let me tell you this. The best way to cook this is to use your frozen turnips that have the little roots in them. You've got your turnip green with the root in it, and it comes frozen. And you buy you 2 packages of those. They're not real big packages, okay? But anyway, buy you 2 of those. I could not find them yesterday. They were redoing the store or something, and I just couldn't find them. So I just bought a can of turnips, which I prefer the frozen ones. But anyway, I'm fixing to put my sausage in my little black skillet here, and I'm gonna put it on this back eye over here because I got it on, and let it start sauteing a little bit. I also, now here's what I'm gonna put in next. I got me a whole onion right here, and I'm fixed to slice that up. And so when I get this sliced up, I'm gonna saute this with it. But I was watching the morning news today, and they said that there was snow coming in to all you people in the north. Well, bless your heart. I know that's going to be terrible. It'll be beautiful, though, so we just have to look at the bright side of things, won't we? I'm going to turn this down a little bit over here. You know, in the south, we never get snow. So if it snows any, like little snow flurries, Lord, the kids just get so excited. They go outside and stick their tongue out and try to catch a snowflake on it and do all that kind of stuff. But snow is gorgeous, but we people in the south, we don't know how to act in it. We really don't. We wreck our cars. We don't have snow chains on our tires because we hardly ever need them. As a matter of fact, we hardly ever need a coat, period. Just a light little jacket's aplenty. I got on a sweater today, and that's all I need on. All right, we'll put these onions in there. Start those frying. And cut up the rest of it. But this will be a healthy, warm soup. So you people in the north, this will be something you could really eat today and enjoy it. And fix you a little pan of cornbread to go with it. That'll be good too. It will. You'll like it. Have some cornbread and turnip green soup. Y'all aren't going to believe all that goes in it. Now, all right, so here's what we got. We've got our sausage cut up, and we're sauteing those. And we're going to saute 1 onion. Now you can put, if you don't like some of the ingredients in it, just change it to suit your little family. Okay, let's stir that up just a little bit. The oil that I put in here to fry it in, I'm using olive oil. That's what I've got in it. Okay, now let me show you what else goes in it. All right, now we need our turnip greens. All right, I bought these, and I'm not going to use this whole gallon. I'll just cook the others like plain. But this is your seasoned turnip greens, and I bought this because they did not have the frozen ones. But my suggestion is to put the frozen ones in because they have the little white roots in it too, and they just taste good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put some of these in there. I'm not going to put all of them because I think it'd be too much. So I'm going to put these in my big boiler that I've got right here that I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to put about half of these in. I've got a little bit of water in my pot, not much, but I've got some water in it. See how that looks. Put a little bit more. Okay, that ought to be plenty. I'll put this up and I'll have it later. Okay, so I put about that much water, maybe 2 inches in there. Now I've got the turnip greens in there. The next thing it calls for is some garlic and some hot salts. You can put real garlic in it or the garlic powder. I'm going to put garlic powder in mine, and I'm just going to sprinkle some around on it, probably a teaspoon or 2. Let me stir our onions again. All right. Now it calls for navy beans, or great white northerns is actually what it calls for. The great white northern bean, and they didn't have those either. I guess a lot of people are making turnip green soup this time, so I don't know. But so I got the navy beans because it is a white bean. Now some of your recipes on turnip green soup would say you could put in pinto beans or black-eyed peas or some kind of bean in there. But I chose these, and these happen to have the Creole salts in it. Now the recipe calls for some Creole to be put in your soup. And I probably will put some in it. But since this already has some in it, I'm going to taste it to see how much maybe I need to be using. So I'm going to put my 2 cans of my beans in here. And this has the Creole seasoning. And these are navy beans. I love navy beans. I've always loved them. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of your chicken bouillon. Now, if you've got chicken, broth that you've done and you want to use that, that will be fine. I'm going to put 2 heaping teaspoons of that in there. And I may put some more, okay? I'm not sure yet. Let me turn this on high and get it going. Okay, our sausage and onions are ready. Y'all want to come over here and see them. All right, see, they're cooking real good, and they're nice and brown and sauteed. I put a little bit more oil in there than normal. That's because I want the flavor of that good oil to be in my soup. Okay, let's put it in. Smelling good already. You know, sometimes you wonder who in the world gets in the kitchen and makes up these recipes. Well, I'll tell you who does it. The mama that's in there with all the kids crying, wanting something to eat, and she just has to make out of what she's got. And I've done that a lot of times when I just made up a recipe because the family was hungry and I would fix them something. Sometimes it would be so good, my husband would say, I hope you wrote that down because it sure is good. I'm going to put this on my back eye. My front eye, he's acting up half the time, so I'll put him on the back eye so the thing will work. It doesn't want to work too good. All right, that's what we do. Now, the next thing that goes in is this. You can get that Knorr's soup or this Lipton soup, and it's the vegetable soup. And it calls for a package of that. I think it's a package. Let me see if it's a package or 2 packages. It's a package. All right, a package of this. And this is going to give it a lot of good flavor, this vegetable soup mix. If y'all never used it, it's real good in dips. And can you see that? That's kind of what it looks like. Put that in there. Give it a little stir. And we're going to let all that sausage and onion and all that kind of stuff be in there. Now, the only thing we lack in here that we didn't put in was a dash of your hot salts. Mine's about used up. Every time Isabella comes, she puts it on everything, my granddaughter. So I'm going to put a dash or two of hot salts in it. Okay? And let's see if there's anything that I've missed. Nope, everything's in there. The only thing that I need is a little bit of salt and pepper if you're going to use the frozen turnip greens. These turnip greens that I bought are seasoned turnip greens, so they don't need any salt and pepper. But I'm going to taste it after a while, like maybe after an hour or so and it has time to cook together, then I'll taste it. And I'll also add some more of this. See, I hadn't added it yet, and that's because the beans had it in it. So if you buy the Great Northerns and, if you buy those, try not to buy the one with the seasoning in it. Just season your own, and then you can know that it's going to be right for you. I want to share something with you today. It's called a resurrection fern. Now, have you ever looked up in top of a big oak tree and you see this dead limb coming out of it, and all these beautiful little fern things are growing on the dead limb? The limb is totally dead. And you go out there one day and the limb is dead and the fern is dead. And then it'll come a big rain and that dead wood will get soaked with water, and all of a sudden this pretty fern appears on there. And that's why they call it resurrection fern. I want to show it to you. I went out in the yard the other day and I was walking up the driveway to try to get the driveway cleaned out. And this had fallen out of a tree. See that pretty moss on there? This is just a dead limb that fell out of a tree. So I knew it was resurrection fern because I've been knowing about this a long time. But anyway, so I picked it up, I brought it inside, and I watered this piece of dead wood real good on the back side, front side, everything, and I put it in this platter. And the next morning when I got up, the fern had grown and turned green and all. And it's going to keep on growing as long as I will keep it watered. It's living off of that dead wood. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, nature outside is just absolutely gorgeous and fascinating to me. And the spiders and their beautiful colors. We've got a spider here. We call it a garden spider. It's a little tiny green one it's beautiful. It's solid green. It's so pretty. And then there's another one. I'm not sure the name of it, but it's yellow and black. It has long legs, and the female is huge. And then the male spider is just a little tiny thing. And it's just amazing to watch. I love to watch them and watch them build their webs and how magnificent that is. All God's creation is just, it's amazing. It is just amazing how the universe and the moon and the stars and the sun and how they rotate perfectly, and everything is perfect. So it's just our heavens declare the glory of God. That's what the heavens do. If we don't do it, the heavens and the rocks will even cry out. And also, during this Christmas season, I hope you will be able to enjoy nature. And so if you're up there in the north, enjoy that beautiful snow that you're having. I know that it can be hazardous, and it keeps you all cold, I guess, inside, to have to go out and get wood or whatever y'all do up there. And then, but that's just something you have to put up with, just like we have to put up with hurricanes here. We have hurricane season, and they're coming in all the time on us, and we have to go get something, chainsaws, and only get the trees out of our yard where it's uprooted them and turned them over and whatever. So Anyway, so that's all that goes in it. I'll read the things off again for you. It's turnip green soup, and you need some little sausages to cut up and saute with a nice big onion. You do that in a little oil. I used olive oil. You need some bouillon to put in it, or some chicken stock, whichever one you've got. And your turnip greens. Remember, I told you the frozen ones were better than these canned ones. And you need some beans. Now, I used the Great Northerns, and you can too, or you can use kidney beans or pinto beans or black-eyed peas, some kind of bean to put in, a couple of cans of those. And then your vegetable soup mix, any brand you want to use. Hot sauce, garlic, and Creole too. I'm going to have to taste mine about the Creole since my beans had it in it. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great day, and thank you for tuning in to Cooking with Brenda Gantt, and I hope we get to cook some more together and be together and enjoy life together. And may God bless you all today, and have a wonderful day. And don't forget to be salt and light, and wear a smile for those you meet to try to lift them up, because I'm going to tell you, people are going through hard times and they need lifting. And so have a joyous spirit, and have a great day. And let me let you look at the soup right before you leave. Right before you leave me. It's cooking good. And it's going to be good. And Big Mama's going to eat some. I doubt if I'll fix me any cornbread since it's just me. I'll probably just eat it plain. I need to eat it plain. I've been gaining a lot of weight. So I'll just eat it plain, and that'll be good for me. It'll be healthy, and it won't be fattening. Love y'all. Take care. Have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.